Look, look at that!
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious things caught on camera. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. Our first set of photos comes from one of our viewers, Stacey Alexander. Stacey says that this photo was taken over 20 years ago and shows her son standing inside of a playpen. She says her son would often look like he was interacting and playing with someone who wasn't there. In the photo, you can see the face of a young girl just to the left of Stacey's son. There was nobody else in the house when the photo was taken, and the TV was turned off. Stacey says there was always an off feeling about the home and that it would often feel like there were people in the room watching you when there was no one else there. So who or what is this face in the background near Stacey's son? To this day, the family haven't been able to explain the mysterious sighting and often wonder whether their son was interacting with a ghost. Hey peeps, just a quick interlude to let you know today's episode's sponsored by Raycon. Now they've gone and hooked you guys up with a massive 15% off. I've been using Raycon's everyday earbuds for a long time now and I've got to say they continue to impress. They're compact, sleek and pack a huge punch when it comes to sound. The optimized gel tips mean you get a perfect in-ear fit that's super comfortable and won't budge a bit, even if you try. I use my everyday earbuds when I'm writing scripts, researching and editing. They're perfect for hearing every little detail in all the clips we feature. Plus, they're amazing for audiobooks, podcasts and working out. There's a huge 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life when you slot them into this neat little carry case. Raycon's everyday earbuds are Siri and Alexa compatible. They also come with 3 inbuilt sound profiles to customize your listening experience. That means you get the best quality audio for however you choose to listen. I'm not surprised that they have over 50,000 5-star reviews. So these bad boys are about half the price of other premium brands that are on the market and they sound just as good. So head to buyraycon.com/slappedham to get yourself 15% off. That's buyraycon.com/slappedham. I'll put the links in the description box below and they'll be pinned in the comments. User Careful Swordfish 742 submitted this next one to our Slappedham subreddit, hoping to get the opinions of some other viewers. The OP says that for some time now they've felt very uncomfortable in their office. Often they feel like they're being watched and have even felt an invisible presence tug at their hair. Well now, some CCTV footage captured inside of the office seems to corroborate the OP's claims that something isn't quite right about the property. Take a look. The cabinet door opens. While this on its own could simply be a coincidence, if you zoom in, an orb-like object seems to fly out of the cabinet. It then flits about the room. The OP has confirmed that they did see the light flying around the room at the time, so it isn't just a camera malfunction. So could this office really be haunted? Given that the employee felt off about the space for some time and has felt things grab at their hair, certainly does make you wonder what could be going on in this otherwise unassuming little office. One of our viewers, Donna Wharton-Pauly, sent us a series of unsettling images that were captured inside her old home near Big Darby Creek in northwestern central Ohio. For over 10 years, Donna's family, particularly her husband, suspected that their home was haunted. The family claims they would often hear disembodied whispering, footsteps at all hours of the night, and even crying was heard coming from somewhere inside of the house. Donna herself always chalked it up to an old house creaking and expanding and didn't think it was anything paranormal at all. In 2021, the family decided to move to Georgia. While they were busy moving back and forth, they decided to install a security camera in the house in Ohio so they could keep an eye on things from afar. In December of that year, the security camera alerted the family that movement had been detected inside of the house. There was no one in the home at the time, and the family were confused about the notification. That was until they looked at the stills the camera had captured. In the first image, there's nothing to be too alarmed about. There's a sort of darkened patch in the center of frame, but nothing to get too creeped out by. In the second image, there's a sort of grey shape taking form on the right of the hallway. But again, it's hard to make out exactly what it could be. Then, in the third image, something a little more creepy becomes apparent. There appears to be a transparent figure wearing a dress or nightgown. If you zoom in, you can make out the distinct image of legs and feet. This series of images cemented the family's suspicions and finally convinced Donna that the house really could be haunted by some kind of unknown presence. Donna says the home was built in 1965 and was used as an old fishing cabin. The previous owner's wife sadly passed away from cancer. While the wife was battling the disease, he painted the entire home in Pepto-Bismol pink in her honor. So could the figure captured by the security camera be the spirit of the former owner's wife? Interestingly, this isn't the only paranormal tale to plague the area. Some 17 miles to the southeast is an infamous graveyard known affectionately by the locals as Woolly Burger Cemetery. The property dates back to 1834 and has, for most of its history, been surrounded by mysterious tales of cults, cryptids, and murder. Local legends say that in the late 1800s, a man by the name of Willie Butcher lived across the road from the cemetery with his family. The family were a perfectly normal bunch until one night something terrible happened. It's said that Willie Butcher murdered his entire family before taking his own life in a fit of madness. Over the years, the townsfolk have claimed that on some dark nights you can see the spirit of Willie Butcher's daughter roaming the graveyard, and at times you can hear the perilous screams of the family echoing throughout the property. Throughout the 1940s, 50s and 60s, rumours proliferated that the graveyard was used by a satanic cult to perform wicked rituals. Some even say the KKK conducted midnight meetings there as well. The final paranormal tale that lingers around the property is the reported sightings of a large hairy beast. This creature has become known as the Woolly Burger. It's said to lurk in the forest surrounding the old graveyard and is believed to be Bigfoot-like, with large powerful limbs and a thick covering of fur. So what's going on in Darbydale, Ohio? Why are there so many paranormal tales clustered in such a small radius? And what's to be made of the eerie sighting in Donna's old house? Let me know where you land on all this in the comments down below. A few weeks ago, we featured this home security footage that shows an unknown creature scuttling through a yard. Most viewers couldn't quite explain the bizarre sighting. Everything from skunks or raccoons walking in a handstand to cryptids and garden gnomes were suggested. Well, now, more strange footage has emerged that appears to show the same bizarre creature. This time it's been spotted in Wretch Canyon in California. Take a look. The Nest security footage is brief, but you can see a small creature at the bottom of frame that looks exactly like the animal from the first sighting. The homeowner that captured the footage thinks it could be a skunk walking in a handstand. Viewers, however, had a hard time believing it's just a skunk scooting about on its front legs in a handstand, which is bizarre in and of itself. Many said it had to be some kind of cryptid that's yet to be classified by modern science, particularly now that two have been spotted in recent months. It's certainly a strange looking little creature, but what do you think it could be? Share your theories with the rest of the community in the comments down below. For quite a few years now, the YouTube channel The Lost Entities has been documenting what they believe is some intense paranormal activity inside of their home. It all began around 4 years ago when they uploaded a video of some strange happenings inside their house. The footage left thousands of people stunned and confused as to what was happening. Take a look.
The two of them are going
I
mind.
told you about the picture today, didn't I?
Yeah, you rang me.
Yeah, but it's you it is. No, because I'm not being funny, me and John were sat, yeah?
These two friends discuss the eerie events as the lights on the roof swing about, seemingly all on their own.
And I come flying off his own, and then you messaged me straight after it happened. I need cameras in here.
Yeah, you do. Look at that though. Look at that. On the ceiling. Right in front of me.
Before long, the homeowner's daughter gets spooked by the lights.
Plenty of activity here tonight.
What? Lights, Dad!
In this next piece of footage, their friend gets a fright.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Over the subsequent months, the activity seemed to get more and more frequent. Watch here as more movement is caught on camera.
Come on, Freddie. I know we call you Freddie, but we don't know what to call you yet. But we like it.
Wowzers.
Things escalate quickly as it appears objects in the home are now levitating on their own.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not lying, the f***ing picture is levitating. You can't see it.
A picture frame lifts up off the shelf.
Look,
my
look,
God.
look.
Oh, my
Look
God.
at that!
And here they capture the phone hovering in mid-air as well. In this clip, the curtain and picture frame are moving, seemingly unaided.
The cat watching it.
Is it?
The curtain.
And finally, we see a large painting shifting on the wall.
Right, I'm gonna try and get up as close as I can to show you that there's nothing on the picture. Alright, my heart is pounding. Nothing.
It's been well over a year since this channel posted an update, sparking fears that something more sinister may have happened to the homeowner and their daughter. Since the radio silence, viewers have pored over the footage looking for clues and evidence that might help explain the bizarre happenings in this old home. Some people think it's all just been a hoax and that the OP has simply moved on from creating content, while others are genuinely worried for the family. So, unless further info presents itself, this strange documented haunting will have to remain a mystery.
It's just hovering. Look at that.
Before we take a look at a freaky little photo sent in by one of our viewers, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last segment of the day comes from another viewer of ours, Brian Hill. Brian says that a family member took this photo of his nephew petting an adorable little fawn on a property in Dalton, Arkansas. Everything seemed perfectly normal at the time and the family didn't think too much about the photo, other than what an adorable animal the deer had been. However, when the family reviewed the photo later that night, they were shocked to see something in the background. Behind the nephew, on the right, you can see a small girl. She looks grey and even somewhat transparent. The family is certain there was no one else around and certainly not a young girl with a grey complexion. They confirm that the land is rural and that there are no other houses for miles around. Confused and shocked, the family did some research on the property and discovered that there had actually been a young girl who fell down a well and sadly died. Since then, there have been reports of eerie noises happening throughout the property. Some viewers who saw this photo posted to our community page on Facebook said they got an eerie vibe from the young girl and couldn't quite explain the bizarre feeling. To this day, the family has no explanation as to why there's a little girl in the background of this photograph. So then, what's to be made of this sighting? As always, I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers. Love to hear your opinions in the comments down below. If you love mysterious videos like this one, then check out our other content. There's an episode there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist right there that'll keep you entertained. Now remember to follow us on all our other socials as well. There's links in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.